I used to live like I had forever, taking days for granted, pushing my dreams to someday, and convincing myself that time was endless. For years, I thought that life would always be that slow, steady drum, that I could catch up tomorrow or next month. But the truth is, life is short, and it slips through our fingers faster than we realize. If someone told me that genuinely using my time wisely could transform everything about how I feel alive, I wouldn't have believed it. But it's possible, and today I'm going to share exactly how I learned to use my life wisely before it's too late, so you can too. Stick with me because this could change everything for you. 1. Facing my own mortality. For the longest time, I avoided thinking about death or the fact that my time was limited. It felt scary, uncomfortable, and honestly, kind of depressing. I thought if I ignored it, maybe it wouldn't feel so urgent to act on my dreams or fix the relationships I was neglecting. The problem was that avoidance left me frozen in place, paralyzed by the idea that there was plenty of time. Everything changed when I lost someone close unexpectedly. That moment shattered my illusion of endless tomorrows. The pain made me realize how fragile life really is. But once I understood that each day truly counts, my whole perspective shifted. I started to see every morning as a fresh chance, a gift not to waste but to fill with meaning. It's like waking up from a fog, seeing the sun clearly for the first time. The result? I grew more intentional about my days and less fearful about the big picture. Try this. Today, take 5 minutes to write down what makes your life meaningful right now. If you lost all your time tomorrow, what would you regret not doing? This simple exercise rewires your brain from denial to action. 2. Learning the power of saying no. I used to think saying yes all the time was the key to success and connection. I stretched myself thin, saying yes to every request, invitation, and distraction because I was scared of missing out or disappointing people. But in reality, all those yeses scattered my energy and left me exhausted. The turning point came when I realized that every yes to something is a no to something else. Like saying yes to work meant no to my family. Saying yes to distractions meant no to my passions. I started practicing saying no consciously. At first it felt selfish and uncomfortable. I thought people would judge me or think I was rude. But the crazy part, saying no gave me space to say a real yes to the things that mattered most. The result was clarity, more energy, and deeper relationships with fewer but more intentional people. Try this now. Pick one small yes you can turn into no today, a meeting, a social media scroll, a favor you can reschedule. Notice how freeing it feels to protect your time and your life. 3. Embracing my vulnerabilities instead of hiding them. I used to bury my fears, mistakes, and insecurities because I was afraid they made me weak or less worthy. I thought a life well used was about being perfect or always strong. The reality was different. The moment that changed everything was when I shared my struggles with someone I trusted and felt an immediate connection and relief. I discovered that vulnerability, not perfection, creates meaning and deep bonds. It's like sunlight breaking through clouds. Once I accepted my imperfections and started showing up authentically, life felt fuller and less lonely. Studies even show that vulnerability strengthens relationships and builds resilience. Try this for 3 weeks. Share one small vulnerability with someone you trust each week. Notice how your connection deepens and how it motivates you to live more fully. 4. Prioritizing presence over perfectionism. I spent years chasing perfect outcomes, perfect body, perfect job, perfect version of myself, thinking they would bring lasting happiness. That pursuit left me stressed, burnt out, and always chasing the next thing. The turning point was when I caught myself missing real moments with my family while obsessing over fixing something that didn't matter. I realized I was sacrificing today's precious time for an illusion of future happiness. That's when I started focusing on presence, being fully there, in small moments, whether it was eating dinner, walking outside, or just listening. It's like tuning into the frequency of life rather than trying to control it. Research supports that practicing mindfulness and presence boosts well-being and satisfaction. The result: more peace, deeper joy, and memories I truly cherish. Start small. Try a 5-minute daily practice of just noticing your breath or your surroundings. Use it to ground yourself in now, not someday. 5. Cultivating gratitude as a daily habit. I used to take ordinary moments for granted, as if the good stuff was background noise I didn't have to pay attention to. But everything changed when I started a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things I was grateful for every night. At first, it felt like a chore, but over time, it rewired my brain to focus on the positive, the abundance, instead of what's missing. It's like flipping a switch from scarcity to plenty. Research shows consistent gratitude practice can increase happiness by up to 25%. The result for me was a richer, fuller experience of life and less time wasted on bitterness or regret. Try this now. Grab a notebook or your phone and every night jot down 3 things you appreciate from the day, even tiny wins or simple comforts. 6. Setting clear and meaningful goals aligned with my values. For years, I set vague goals like be successful or be happy without really knowing what they meant. That vagueness made it easy to procrastinate or get distracted by things that didn't matter. One day, after a long period of feeling stuck, I sat down and wrote out what truly mattered to me: family, creativity, health, and connection. I created specific goals tied to those values, like calling my mom twice a week, writing for 30 minutes daily, exercising 3 times a week. Everything changed when I treated these goals not as chores, but as expressions of what I care about most. It's like setting a compass instead of wandering aimlessly. The result was steady progress, clearer priorities, and a stronger sense of purpose. Try this today. Write down your top 3 values and 1 small goal for each value to start this week. 7. Accepting that failure is a vital part of growth. I used to fear failure like it was a sign I wasn't good enough. I avoided risks and stayed in my comfort zone, which at first felt safe but eventually felt suffocating. The moment that changed everything was when I failed publicly at a project I cared deeply about. Instead of giving up, I chose to learn from it and share those lessons openly. It was humbling but also liberating. I realized failure is just feedback, not identity. It's like stumbling on a rocky path. Every fall teaches you how to move forward more skillfully. Scientists agree that mindset about failure strongly impacts your ability to bounce back. The result: more courage, resilience, and a willingness to stretch beyond limits. Try this now. Identify one area where you're afraid to fail and take a small, actionable step toward it today, knowing failure is welcome. 8. Nurturing relationships that nourish rather than drain me. I used to keep toxic or draining relationships because I feared being alone or causing conflict. That fear stole so much of my time and emotional energy. The reality hit me when I noticed how much happier and more energized I felt after spending time with people who inspired, supported, and challenged me positively. I started choosing who I invest in carefully. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room, making space for what really matters. The result has been friendships that uplift, support my growth, and make life joyful. Try this. Reflect today on your closest relationships. Which ones energize you? Which leave you depleted? Then set a boundary or take a small step to spend more time with the energizing ones. 9. Taking care of my body as the foundation of a meaningful life. For years, I ignored my physical health, thinking I could catch up later or compensate with willpower. I underestimated how much my body's condition influenced my energy, mood, and mindset. The turning point was when chronic fatigue and stress made it impossible to ignore. I committed to daily movement, better sleep, and nourishing food. It wasn't perfect at first, but over 6 months I felt a radical lift in vitality. It's like tuning a musical instrument. The body needs regular care to perform at its best. Research confirms regular exercise boosts brain function, reduces anxiety, and lengthens lifespan. The result: more energy to chase my dreams and live fully. Try this next week. Commit to 15 minutes of movement per day. Walk, stretch, dance, anything you enjoy. 10. Embracing a mindset of lifelong learning and curiosity. I used to think that once I graduated or learned the basics, I was done. That false belief made me stop growing in many areas of life. Everything changed when I started reading a book a month and intentionally exploring new interests like meditation, cooking, or art. The growth and excitement I felt brought new meaning and joy into my life. It's like water to a plant. Learning keeps us thriving, adapting, and alive. Neuroscience shows that challenging your brain with novel experiences keeps it sharp longer. The result: a life rich with discovery, creativity, and renewed passion. Try this now. Pick a topic or skill you've always been curious about and spend 10 minutes a day exploring it this week. YouTube, podcasts, or books work great. Here's the thing: life won't wait for you to be ready or perfect. Using your short life wisely means waking up to what really matters, cutting out noise, embracing your true self, and moving courageously toward your purpose. Each small step compounds into a life worth living, and the best time to start is now. The challenge is, the clock is ticking, but you have the power to choose how you spend your time and where you put your energy. Choose what resonates most with you and commit to that step today. What's one thing you've been putting off that you can start right now to live your life more wisely? Comment below, I'd love to hear. If this message hit home for you, please like and subscribe, because there's a lot more coming to help you make the most of the time you have. Life is short, let's use it wisely together.